This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. Do another video real quick. It is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. And I got my own platform so I can talk as much shit as I want to about anybody I want to whenever I get ready. Number one, you know who I am. Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. 5-generation New Yorker. 5-generation New Yorker. I realize that there are other people on this sector of YouTube that are from New York. I realize that there is a battle of words going on. I know there's misunderstandings going on. It is what it is. I don't have nothing against Ro Rich. I don't have nothing against Sis. They do not represent the whole of New York. They do not represent all of New York. People got a problem with them. I don't have a problem with them. My problem is with the people that have a problem with New Yorkers. And I've been said this on my other live not too long ago. If anyone has a problem with me, male or female, they could have jumped on the link and told me their problem, their issue. Nobody hit the link. I support who I want to on YouTube. I support who I want to on YouTube. It's a business deal. It's all about business. And sometimes it's about who you like. Sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes it's about who you like. I support who I want to support on this YouTube app. I address who I want to address on this YouTube app. I'm not above anyone. I'm not God Almighty. Nobody has to follow me. Nobody has to say anything. But when I keep hearing people from the South say they dislike New Yorkers, I told you who I was from day one. 914, Westchester County, New York. A foster care child. I was adopted. But my issues with that family or anyone else never ended when the adoption came. And I kept my first name. The last name I could not keep. On this app, I choose to use my grandmother's maiden name, which is Barbosa. And a lot of people don't like that. I told you how social services, they don't help anyone. You're supposed to help people. And then when you are done with your job, you disengage. I have an aunt who is a social worker. She went into social work because of her family problems when she was growing up. That's why she went into social work. She went into social work to help people. Now is her time to retire. And I would be so glad when she retires. In this world, people have a problem with people like me. People have a problem with people like myself. Foster care child, got adopted, left from high school, went into Job Corps. I went into Job Corps. I did what I had to do. When I committed that crime back in, 1994? I went to court for in 1995. The judge I went in front of, his name was Judge Schuler. I had character witnesses and all that. Judge Schuler gave me 8 years. Gave me 8 years. But if anybody want to do the clip up of what happened with that crime when I robbed that store, what I tell the police? Shoot to kill. I am the BT 1000 on this. I am the Jeepers Creeper on this. I am the Queen of the Damned on this. I am Lucy the Vampire on this. But I show myself as I truly am. Truly am. And I encourage other women to do the same. Now we got this thing going on YouTube about alpha females cursing out the men on this YouTube app, on this sector of YouTube. I've done it myself. Curse people out, threaten people. I'm not ashamed of what I do and how I do it. I'm from New York, 5th-generation New Yorker. Ronald Jones, if you don't like New Yorkers, you've been said you don't like New Yorkers. What is the real reason? Everybody knows my biological mother is from South Carolina. She's from Charleston. She's a Geechee. I don't claim Geechee. Never did and never will. I'm a Cape Verdean American. Period. Period. It is what it is. That woman, my biological mother, joined the Nation of Islam years ago. Years ago. She joined in 1968. She left in 1974. You know why she left? Because she wanted to participate in bullshit with the streets. Even though my parents adopted me, they could not get the streets out of me. Any transaction I do on YouTube, Cash App, whatever, it's a business transaction. That doesn't tell you that's where my heart is at. But when I hear people say they got a problem with New Yorkers, then you got a problem with me. You got a problem with me. Arabia Barboza, 914 Westchester County, New York. 914. That's telling you which part of New York I'm from. Brooklyn is different from Yonkers or Mount Vernon and New Rochelle and Pelham and Bronxville and Hartsdale and White Plains. Brooklyn is different. I got relatives that live in Brooklyn. I got relatives that live in the Bronx. When I leave from Yonkers or Mount Vernon or New Rochelle or any place from in Westchester County, I go down to the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx. Boogie down. South Bronx. It is what it is. Shout out to you. Because before I left New York, I used to always go to the Bronx. That's where I worked at. That's where some of my relatives live. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to 914 Westchester County, New York. Shout out to Yonkers. Now I see why different people got a problem with Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones got a problem with everybody. But he keeps repeatedly saying he don't like New Yorkers. Hello, I'm here. So that means you don't like me neither. Nigga. Nobody gives a fuck about what the fuck you like. You got your own page. Go over there and make a live video. Upload something, nigga. You right here in Charleston. You know my address. Come over here and talk that shit. It is what it is. 914 is in the motherfucking house. I didn't have to go to work today. No. 2 days in a row, that's good enough for me. I'll go back tomorrow. And I'm not scared of nobody. Anybody got a problem with me? Hit me on my email. Call that phone number. 843-729-9205. My trolls see me when I do my videos. My people. Trying to ride out and rock out with people, you can't do it. You can't do it. It is what it is. Say it with your chest. Say it to my face that you don't like New Yorkers. Sis don't represent New York. Roe Wrench don't represent all of New York. They don't represent all of New York. Yes, we had a lot of shiesty people that did some bullshit, and they all said they was from New York. But we also got a lot of South Carolinian motherfuckers that we really need to look at. Like that motherfucker that killed my fucking family a couple of years ago. He was from South Carolina. He was not from New York. New York niggas are the most gentlest people on this fucking face of the earth. We are the most gentle and we are the most real. Because we speak up. When motherfuckers violate us, we speak the fuck up. Peace. New York love.